experience almost brings all the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
there's gonna
100%.
be people up, there are gonna be flashing lights, cameras, and disturbing, and like trying to get in, and like all the things are kind of all coming together for that in real life.
And I mean,
for
funny
that.
that it's a Lonely Bug dinner with like 7 or 8. How many people? It's like 14 people or something there,
Probably
isn't
more, yeah.
12 currently. More to be added, I believe.
Oh, I think are we trying to get Gabe here? How does
I
this
don't think
even
we can
work?
add more than one person at a time, unless I'm losing it. You have a look. Good, because me and technology do not mix.
I have no idea. This is like my third
No, I would have
Instagram
thought
live
you
in
would have
my
known.
life. I don't know at all.
Guys, I'm going to throw it out there one more time. There is 7 minutes left of the open edition collection. Thank you to everyone who's bought one so far. But yeah, this is your chance to get into that pool party, to get onto that secret cinema experience. So secret, even I didn't know about it. So I mean, it's very, very, very secret. Maybe we won't even know where we are. We'll get like, I don't know how it's going to work. So yeah, it's very exciting. We can add Gabe. Let's add Gabe. I'm going to try.
You can?
Well, apparently this is the future. Sahil says.
I have no idea how to do anything. I don't think I can do it anyway. I think you can do that.
I think I'm in control. I think they've made me the master of ceremonies.
Oh!
Yay! Everybody, this is the wonderful Gabe, or Silly Gabe as you might know him, who is the mastermind behind the computer, the colour of these things, all of the animation, and bringing Lonely Bug to life. How are you, man?
Doing great. Enjoying some sun on the roof.
I know it looks beautiful. Oh wow, you are on the roof. You're having a whole party.
Wait, where are you, Gabe?
On a roof. I'm in Chicago.
Oh wow.
Chi-town.
Yeah, I flew here. Me and Anton did a few shows this past weekend, and then I came here to visit some friends.
How's it been? I mean, how many shows have you done now since lockdown?
This was the 4th one, so we did 4 shows. The first 2 were clubs, so somewhat smaller, but the last 2 were insane because I was telling everybody, like, we're wearing a mask to the car, we're wearing a mask like into the venue, and then you take it off and there's 3,000 people crammed together.
This happened to me. I was in Manchester and we had to wear a mask to the table, and then we were just maskless the whole time, which was really funny.
Yeah. But UK's a little further behind, right?
How are you feeling about it so far, Gabe? And yeah, tell us a little bit about your Lonely Bug experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome to watch it come together this past week. Like, since we finished the artwork, like last week, it's been like waiting with anticipation to get it out there. It's that weird feeling when you finish something and like it's imminent but not out yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, and you have no power over it once it's gone and how people receive it. There is 5 minutes left of the open edition, guys. Nifty Gateway website on niftygateway.com, is it? niftygateway.com. And yeah, this is the last chance. These will never be made ever again. So once they are sold, they are done. These are the pool party invites. This is the secret cinema and the Zooms and the online party, I believe, as well.
That was an hour already.
Yeah, signed copies as well. Sorry?
That hour went by so fast.
That hour went by far too quick for my liking.
Yeah, the seconds are shortened when you have an auction. The seconds are only half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, true story. True story.
Anton,
so what do you think your guys' favourite pieces?
I'm back in the studio.
I'm sorry, I just put one on. Got Gary Vee chiming in the background. I mean, it's been amazing working with Gary as well, really. And I would like to highlight that the amazing dinner for the one of one, was actually Gary's most random Zoom idea that we've had that's turned into like the whole essence of this piece in a way.
I mean, it changed a lot of things, right? It actually even changed how the bug ended up looking at the end of it. The bug ended up being sad, and then it turned into this hopeful, like, let the inner child out and like, hey, let's be happy about this. It actually changed quite a lot. It changed the music entirely. I restarted everything.
That can't have been fun for you.
No, that was fun. I'm so much more happy now than I was before. So it's all good.
Yeah.
It all came together. But that idea was brilliant. Because I feel like
I feel like on display, one you did is almost like his theme tune. Like it looks like a loading screen of like a computer game, and the little like mystery
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm. That's
right. Let's have a little bit of
super
look at
cool
this
thing. Having
Q&A
so
down
many.
here. See if anyone's got any questions for the three of us. I might pick a question out and ask you guys. You guys, if you see one, can ask me. Let's have a little look what goes on. Has anybody got a question? I've got a question actually to kick it off. Gabe, tell us how long. What was the longest piece to make out of all these pieces?
Oh, definitely the one of one, the one with the glass box. Yeah, that one. I mean,
Why so?
we all knew, I think, from the beginning that one needed to be special, since it's like the single edition and the most rare out of any of them in the collection. And I think also like kind of the emotional context required, like we were representing this, like sheltered environment where the bug can look out and see this magnificent world. So yeah, I guess I just spent a lot of time building out that environment and making sure that the world really did look like magical and something like this bug wanted to get out and see.
I've just seen a compliment down here for you. Someone said that you look like Thor. I would take that. I would take that.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite Marvel movie.
I've been out there trying to look like Thor.
Thank you, whoever said that. I'll take that as a compliment.
Where is the NFT available? The NFT available is, you've got 1 minute and 12 seconds, 1D.journal. 1 minute, 12 seconds for the open edition. It is at niftygateway.com. And you'll find all the Lonely Bug stuff on the front page of that. Has it been hard working on Lonely Bug? I think from my side, the hardest thing was translating across from that very first drawing the emotion of what it was. And like Zed said, it started out as something that was quite sad, and then it changed into this really happy, hopeful thing. And I think, that was a life lesson for me in a way, because the Quaer Eternus, the reason the one of one is called Quaer is because I was always afraid of being stuck at the age I was when I entered, fame and the job that I do. And instead of embracing that, I kind of took it as like a negative thing, whereas actually the one time where you can do anything in your life is when you are a child and you have that hopefulness. We all find as we get older, we lose a lot of that. And I think it's really important. I love the message behind this more than anything. What about you guys?
Well, the message is incredible. I first, when you told me about the idea, I just saw you in it more than anything else. Obviously, I have my experiences with that concept of wanting to do things that you just can't do because of where you are in your life or your position or whatever. And that's always been a little sad, but as you said, there's a way to always see it positive, and I feel like that came through in the NFT. That started a little bit sad. The bug used to like come down and like shake the head and be like, ugh. And with Gary's motivational speech behind it, it turned into like, no, wait, hold on, this is actually something positive. And the bug was like, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like that's like maybe not like the hardest thing, but like that was like an interesting development as the project went on, was like reacting to different creative inputs and like executing, this concept that you had from the beginning, Liam, but then over time, like we adjusted here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
all the time,
and we're able to take
pieces.
Yeah, I think as we were just learning as we go with it, really.
Yep. I mean, remember the
sleeping
sleeping bug?
And I also have to say as well, the one thing I want to throw out there is the amazing Looking Glass display box that we've done. I have the Looking Glass technology here in my house as we were kind of previewing it, and this is hologram technology. It's only just come out, really, hasn't it? It's not even out yet. Oh, okay, it's not out yet.
Mind
so
blowing.
we have the only thing, which is cool. And I mean, this box, for me with NFTs, the only way I could really explain it to myself is to try and bring it into the real world and make it a much more, experience you could get into properly and live out. And I think this is a lovely way to display it for me. Have you guys actually seen the technology? I know you had one in your house, Game.
Yeah, I've seen it online only. I've never seen it in real life.
Oh, well, have we got the thing? Where's our Looking Glass?
I mean,
it's not like they're available.
It's so incredible. I feel like the first time we saw it was over like a FaceTime with the Looking Glass guys. They were just showing it to us.
So good, and it looks so good on screen as well.
was
I love this,
wild
and my
to see.
son was obsessed. He thought there was like the one I love on this one that they have so far for the preview screen is this spaceman, and he genuinely thought there was a spaceman in the box. That's how real this looks to a 4-year-old. Anyway, right, I'm going to add some more people. We've got Duncan and Griffin, who I believe they're from Nifty Gateway, right? The founders of Nifty Gateway. Just give me 1 minute, guys. This is going to be one of those weird moments where I get print screened into loads of things. Yeah. Should I add them both at the same time? No, keep to 4. Keep to 4.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey. Griffin. What's up, everyone?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey.
Thank you for having me. Great to be here.
Thank you for coming on with us.
Incredible project.
Thank you. I mean, you know more about this space, really, than any of us. How do you feel about our project? How do you think we've done? I know you can't say anything bad about us now because we're all here.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, I think you guys crushed it. I mean, the rewards for the NFT, for the one-of-one auction, are really like nothing else. I mean, the people coming to that dinner are just fantastic, and the emotion of the project. I mean, I think this is the coolest part about NFTs is like they're new and like they're tough to understand, but for artists like yourselves who have never been able to sell physical art before or sell art that like speaks to emotions, now you have a way to do that, and you have a way to sell it to your fan base in the world. And it's just so cool to see. And I thought this project was personal. I thought the visuals were gorgeous. I don't know. I think you guys knocked it out of the park. I was really impressed, and I picked up one of each myself because I couldn't stay away from it.
Thank you. No, I'm really happy how this has gone. And like you say, the personal aspect of this side of it. But I mean, for all of us more than anything, as collectors and as people who work in this space, I mean, you know, for me and my team, it's about making the space work into the future. It's about how we apply this. And I think there's so many ways that we're going to find this useful in the future. And I mean, it was my friend Stephen Bartlett who was saying to me, is like, you know, ticketing or stop scalpers, different things that we experience at concerts. We make it, you know, difficult for our fans to get tickets at the right price, which I think is the best thing. And I mean, obviously that's very positive in the open edition at the moment that I'm seeing, which is really, really cool. But we really want to carry through the worth of these things. And I think, you know, the more we're watching this go on, and, you know, we're even learning about this now today, sitting here doing the auction, you know, what things could be changed, what could we have done better? And I'm really excited to see what the future brings for us in this, really.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's so early for NFTs and the whole world is moving digital. The exciting part to me is to think 20 or 30 years what a collection like this will mean. You know, the original Nirvana recordings from the 90s, I mean, those are invaluable now. And so a project like this that is a special collaboration, like from the early days between the three of you, I mean, it's just really exciting to think what that'll mean to the world in 20 or 30 years. And
no, completely,
I don't know.
Completely. I'm going to ask you out of everybody, because I believe that you would know, and I have tried to explain this, but give us a brief breakdown about NFTs, just for my fans on here.
Yeah, great question. Great question. I get this all the time.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
If this is like the One Direction getting back together question for you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it kind of is. I'm sure you get that all the time. So an NFT is a collectible that just only exists digitally. And because it's on a blockchain, only one person can own it at a time, which, like, you know, again, it sounds weird for a lot of people. We buy things like skins in Fortnite, right? Like there's all these digital items that we buy, and our lives are slowly moving digital. And what the blockchain tech does is it lets you create a digital item that anyone can own, but isn't controlled by anybody. So I can own my blockchain, my NFT, my blockchain item. I can do whatever I want with it.